everybody. I'm Yasmina of Just Say Yeah, and I am here just to talk about what it means to love me, love life, and live healthy. Right now, what is it? It's back to school. Back to school time. Now, unlike years before, this year it's a different year. It's different. The setting is different. And because of that, due to COVID, reasons that we are beyond our control, we've had adaptations have had to be made. The schools are shut. Many schools are doing online and distance learning. And we're here to talk about how that really feels. How is that looking for each of us?
Right.
We are here to see how you really feel. How truly is your mental health? How is your physical health? How is your emotional health going, being that we are now all teachers? Yes, I'm a teacher. Yay! So we're going to talk about that. Today, Shawuana, of course, is here with me.
Hello,
we have
everyone.
LaNetta, who's going to be with us in a few minutes. And we're going to talk about what it means to go back to school, during COVID. So, like we said in the flyer, how do you really feel? And we're going to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and just put a disclaimer out. I may say things that maybe people may not like, but I'm going to say how I really feel, because that's what this is about. We're going to talk about us. So you're more than welcome to share maybe how I feel can relate to some of you.
Absolutely.
And how Shawuana feels will relate to some of you. LaNetta's coming on. She has Whittle Love Daycare, or actually education center. And she has school-age children there all day. They're doing their online training. She's adapting really well. She's on the end where she's a provider of services. So we're going to talk with her and see how things are for her on the opposite end. So that's what today's topic's about.
Exciting.
So, Shawuana, tell me, what would you like to add as far as what we're going to talk about today?
Yes, so this is quite an adjustment for everyone. So I'm glad that we're here to talk to everyone about it. Back to school during COVID. I just think about that title, right? Back
News
to school,
flash.
right?
Back to school during COVID.
During COVID. Who would have ever thought that this would happen the way that it did? You know, originally in the beginning of this year, about around March, we all kind of, went on our, shelter in place. We did not think it would go this long. We thought that the kids were actually going to go back the beginning of their second semester, right? In the middle of it, let alone we didn't expect for them to start their new school year during COVID. During online, but they did. So here we are. So major adjustments. So what I want to add is actually, and I hope everyone has gotten to this a point that they've accepted this. Because I think a lot of us are kind of like, well, things may change in a week or 2 months, but to really get settled in and realize this is where we are. This is our reality for now, and to accept it and make the necessary adjustments, for us to get through this thing.
I think that's perfect. I think what we're going to do, because we have 3 different women coming to you today, 3 different personalities, 3 different ways of thinking.
Absolutely.
Although I will say 1 heartbeat, but
that's right.
3 different dynamics. And how this is affecting each and every one of us is different. So I think that's going to be, that we're going to have some fun today, just being transparent, just sharing how we really feel. So, I'm trying to navigate here if we should go ahead and go to a commercial. I know it's early, but maybe we should go to a commercial. We can call LaNetta, bring her on, and we can just get into this topic, because time goes by fast. So share this with your friends right now. Go ahead, do a watch party. We want you guys to chime in. We want to know how you feel. And although we can't necessarily answer you right now, I promise you we'll go back and we'll answer. We want to share. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial. I know LaNetta's waiting, so we're going to go ahead and bring her on, and we're going to we're going to jump right into it. So we'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Carolco, the Valley's leader for no-cost energy upgrades. Now installing AC motors, Nest thermostats, insulation, and more. COVID-19 safe. Call Carolco at 559-396-3939 and visit carolco.net. Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Hi, everybody. I'm Yasmina of Just Say Yeah, and we're here always talking about what it means to love me, love life, and live healthy. And of course, we've got the dynamic trio here with you today. We've got LaNetta, we've got Shawuana,
we're here.
we've got me, Yasmina. Look at that. You see how I sing? That's kind of cool. But we're going to talk today about how we really feel. Feel about what? About back to school.
Back to school.
Now, school is back in session, but the kids are home. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and start.
Let's
you know
have
what?
you start.
We're going
Yes.
to go ahead and
Yes,
jump
go.
in. We're going to ask each other questions. We're going to share what we want to share. But I'm going to say how I really feel. So
Let's do it.
I'll start. How do I feel? Shawuana said that we need to accept where we are right now.
Yes.
I agree. We do. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no reason for me to lose sleep over it. There's no reason for me to be frustrated. It is what it is.
Right.
We are home. So as my kids, Central Unified District, we have two options. We have online learning
Yes.
and distance learning. So there's homeschool and there's distance. What is the difference? They actually gave us a little chart to show us what the difference is. Basically, they're the same. Only difference is when you're distance learning, you are with your teacher every day for a certain amount of time. No. But you're with your teacher for a certain amount of time each day. It doesn't work for every kid. You're with your
Yeah.
teacher for a certain amount each day. Madness. So my point is, that's what that is about. So I have 3 kids at home. 3.
Yes.
They're all distance learners. I will say 2 of them have adapted very well. 1 of them has not.
Uh-oh.
We have breakdowns every day. True breakdowns. Sobbing, crying, upset. So how are we doing? Yes, we've accepted that this is where we are, but sometimes we're not doing too well. Sometimes it's hard. Because of this, my schedule has changed. I now sit and do school, distance learning, 2 every day,
Yes.
Monday through Friday, all day
With them.
till noon. After noon, there's
Release
still
it.
work.
Right.
So
right.
basically, from 8:30 to like 1:30, that's a wrap. I'm in elementary school again.
Pretty much.
So, yes, we have to do what we need to do. However, do things need to change? Can there be adaptations made? I think so. Yes, I have already called the principal. I've already shared my thoughts.
On yourself?
Well, let me tell you.
Have to make that phone call.
That's right. But I have, because I said, are there going to be any parent forums, any surveys? Can we give some type of input? Because look, if I'm a teacher too, I want to be in the
That's
in the
good.
staff meeting. I'm a teacher too. I'm just saying. So I have more to share, but I'm gonna be quiet now because you could tell I may not be taking this too well.
But but I have a question for you, Yasmina, because you said,
Yes.
okay, you have 3 kids at home, and 2 of them are adjusting well.
Yes.
One of them you said breaks down almost daily.
Yes.
With you seeing that, what does that do for you? How does that make you feel, or how are you adjusting with that, with having to see your child do that?
It's very difficult. It's difficult because I'm there actively with the child. I'm seeing the reasons why it's happening. Some of those reasons I would break down too.
Gotcha.
And I'm 51. So it's not just because this child, no. It's because of the dynamics of how, when you have teachers who have done things, granted, well, for 24, 25 years, and they're used to doing things a certain way, and now they have to do it a different way, but they're not necessarily willing to bend to do that. Adaptions need to be made. You can't teach your class the same way you taught your class years before. So that's where it's difficult. It is. And there have been been a few days where I've thought, as I led up to calling the principal, I'm gonna have to pull them. I'm pulling them. It's not even worth it. We have to figure, I've already requested to have change over to online learning or homeschooling. Of course, they said homeschool's full. I think that's almost comedy. Homeschool's full.
Well, no, it's
But
not.
you could do this as what the heck? It's full.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Wow.
yeah. So tell me how, LaNetta,
Okay, let's see now.
Yes.
how are you feeling?
Netta.
You're on the other side of this, so tell me. You're on both sides, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So first off, I want to say I am appreciative of every teacher that's in this world. We actually get to see how our own children act inside of a classroom. So when they say little Johnny is talking, and you're like, my baby don't talk, and he listen, baby, your child's talking, because now you see it. Then you like, little Johnny. So every parent owes their teacher a gift when school starts back up again.
No.
But yes. So I have 5.
You see, we're already disagreeing. No.
Yes. So I have 5, 2 of my own that's in the social distance learning, and I have 3 daycare children that's in the social distance learning. And you have to have a schedule on top of a schedule.
Yes.
So you follow in their schedule, and you also have your schedule to make sure they're on top of their work.
Right.
As parents, we have to remember to breathe. The teachers didn't start COVID. So let's be nice and patient with them. The principal didn't start COVID. Let's be nice and patient. So let's just be patient with the school system and really find a way to, like you said, enter to those programs, bridge the gap without an attitude, and let's learn together.
Hold me back.
No school visits, okay? Security.
Right.
I'm gonna get her. I don't care what she says. I don't care. But no, you are right.
Thank you.
I have to say, when I called the school,
Yes. Here we go.
I didn't call the teacher because I didn't want to come off wrong, and I
Right.
would have.
Right.
And I didn't want for her to take it wrongly.
Right.
And what I articulated to the principal was, I know she's a good teacher. Granted, she's been a teacher for over 24 years. I just feel that not taking into consideration that a second grader may not understand all the dynamics of Zoom, and that you can't just have them sit like a statue and don't move your nose, don't move your eye, why'd you look to the left, is a bit much on a Zoom.
Yeah.
I go on Zooms, I don't even sit still. It's
adult.
7-year-old, come on, let's be real. So, but you're right, LaNetta.
Right.
I do respect them. It is a very hard job. I will say this, though, before I go over here to Shawuana. No, I'm not getting them a gift because they chose to be a teacher. They went to school. They said, I want to be a teacher. So guess what? You doing what you asked to do.
Shawuana, I apologize.
I respect that you're a
Oh, my
teacher.
goodness.
I respect
Shawuana,
that you're a
apologize.
teacher.
I'm taking a
I
Let me tell you something.
respect that you're a teacher, but you chose it. I didn't choose
You're
it.
stressing out with 1 or 2 children. She has to have, or he has to have 35 children
She
in one
picked it.
classroom.
She picked it.
Get it together.
It's her job.
Do you
I love these
understand that
ladies.
the parent is the child's first teacher?
I agree.
The parent
So,
is the child's
I'm
first
glad
teacher.
you said this.
Stop
So
crying.
because of that, I need to go to the staff meetings, and I need to run class. I need to run the classroom like I want to run my classroom. Because you're right, I'm the first teacher. Shawuana, let's just break this up for a minute.
Shawuana,
You know
please.
why?
Okay.
Because when we're together, she's like she's the calmer. So,
She's the calm.
Shawana, what do you have to say?
I love these ladies so much. Listen, okay, then you said you gave the disclaimer
I did.
that we're gonna be real and we're gonna say how
Yes.
each one of us feels. So I must say, you know what? I have to agree with Netta what she's saying though too. That is
Thank
true.
you.
We do got to be calm. We do got to be
Thank you.
patient with these teachers. They have a lot going on. But I understand this is I know where she's coming from as well, right? But for me, I must say this has taught me something. I mean, I have, my oldest is in college, so I'm still doing a little bit of adjusting with her, but she got it, right? It's
Yeah.
this first grader, y'all. Woo! This first grader. When I tell you, and she's in a private school, so let me tell you, it's been a little bit different. Her dad and I have kind of looked at some things, and he is not liking this whole setup as far as her being online, not feeling like playing for private school, but not getting the quality of education that a private school offers with this whole online thing. Mm-hmm. And I understand that. So that does make a difference. You're paying, not only that, we're paying a whole lot of money for a setting that everyone's pretty much getting at this point. Yeah. But even with that, I mean, with me having to adjust my own work schedule, and I thank God, I mean, I've been blessed to be able to have a job that says, hey, what do you need? So that's been a blessing. What do you need to do? You need to, hey, switch it up from here to here to leave that slot open. But in that time frame, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm like, what is going on? I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is so much work. I mean, to really have that, it's time consuming, so it requires a lot of patience. So Netta was talking about being patient. Patience is a virtue, I'm telling y'all. Yeah. So even though, and I said, that's just one I have at home, and like Netta said, she has 5. Yasmina has 3. So I must say you must really be patient with yourself for one, and patient with the child, patient with the whole system right now, because it's so unpredictable, and it's just a lot that's on everyone's plate at this point. So let's go ahead and be patient, y'all. I think we can do it. We can do it.
Yasmina.
What we're gonna do, because Yasmina needs to. How do I really feel? I need a break.
Yes,
so
let's take a break.
We're gonna go on a break, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna continue this discussion.
I love it.
Where's my gift, Netta? I'm a teacher. Where's my gift? We'll see
you're
you.
not
We'll
doing a good
see
job.
you in 2 minutes.
Carolco, the Valley's leader for no-cost energy upgrades. Call Carolco at 559-396-3939 and visit carolco.net. Call Valley Cryosport today to learn how you can decrease muscle soreness, speed up your body's recovery time, and improve your immune system. And Valley Cryoskin uses science that works with your body's natural systems, killing fat cells without damaging surrounding tissue, and increasing oxygen supply that aids in collagen production, resulting in slimmer, toned bodies, and the elimination of fine lines and wrinkles. Visit valleycryosport.com today, or call 559-500-3304.
Clovis Community College may be free for you to attend. Call 325-5239 or visit cloviscollege.edu for details. We offer general education classes for transfer and short-term training programs.
Leemore Movers has been moving families and communities for over 40 years, providing outstanding civilian and DoD relocations. Our specialty is providing packing, moving, and storage services for NAS Leemore military members and their families. Call 888-776-3314 and visit leemoremovers.com.
At McDermott Counseling, you will receive the highest level of care and a welcoming, safe space in which to discuss your most personal issues. Our therapists go above and beyond for you. Call 559-280-5756 or visit McDermottCounseling.com to find a caring therapist who best suits your needs.
Now with offices in Hanford, California, also offering telehealth therapy.
Hi, everybody. It's Yasmina of Just Say Yeah. And as always, we're talking about what it means to love me, love life, and live healthy. Living life during these challenging times. Right now, we're focusing on the subject of back to school. So I have two people. I feel like I'm in, I don't know, some kind of world or alternate universe, and on both sides of me, people just are not understanding. But it's okay. We're coming to terms with this. I have two people, Shawuana and LaNetta.
Yes.
They said about being patient, so I know that they're going to be patient with me. And the fact that I don't agree with them. No, just playing. Listen,
like it.
I absolutely agree. We are in a situation we cannot change. We do need to have patience. But I'm here to say, through our patience, we need to be honest with being, this is me. Of course, this is about how we each individually feel.
Right.
But there are dynamics of this system that need to be changed.
Yeah.
And a little bit more flexibility needs to happen, I believe, with regards to what we're going through now, because as I said to the principal, we are now, in some cases, not all, take my household with 3, there's only one in the household that it's a struggle. But that means if there's one, there's more than one. So my point is this: I don't need a 15-year-old, a 20-year-old who's now on somebody's couch in therapy due to the effects from this whole being at home.
That's real.
So can we change it? No. But what can we do to get move forward through it? So that's what we're going to talk about: how to navigate through these times. So Shawuana, we'll start with you this time. What are some suggestions that you would give? I'm going to have you give suggestions to parents, and I'm going to have you, or to individual, I guess, to those in the corporate setting working that have to do both. Netta, you are doing both, but I'm going to have you speak to the, as a person who sees both sides. You talk to your parents as they come in, and you deal with the kids, and you are a parent. So I wanted you to talk to that aspect of what you would suggest that we do. Shawuana.
Absolutely, yes. So for parents, and I know there's so many different dynamics, because I know some parents are actually, they're essential workers. So they're out there working, and they're not even at home all the time to be able to help with the distance learning. So
Yes.
perhaps there is someone there who is able to help them, a family member, or there is some type of daycare setting or someone who's able to help them with that. However, those who are at home and are, working from home, I would definitely say talk to your supervisors and be clear
good one.
on what the parameters are or what flexibility you have to be able to help your, your children. Because a lot of them are aware that you do have that component, especially for little ones. I would say more, the grade school, because, some of the middle schoolers and high schoolers, they're more independent.
Yes.
But make it clear, and hopefully they are understanding to know, what my employee does need this flexibility.
Right.
So at least talk to them if you haven't done so already. Like I said, I know some employers are like, hey, what do you need? And that's great. But definitely establish that. That way that you're able to focus. Because it's hard, you're working at home, right? And then you're trying to do your job, and yet you're trying to tend to your child at the same time. When I tell you and I know some of us can pull it off. Some women can, or some parents, some dads can't. I'm telling you, it's not the easiest, though. Not when you're needing to give your
But
full
let me
attention.
ask you this: even if you can, wouldn't you agree that it's difficult?
It is difficult. Now, me, I try to do it all. I'm like, look, I got this. Come on, look, bring it, right?
Right.
I'm like, nah, you're going to slow down on that one. Stop.
Yeah.
Because what's happening is now I'm finding myself getting frustrated. I'm trying to do this, and I'm like, okay, now I'm on a call. Now I'm doing this, but no, you do that.
Yeah.
You do that. Like, nah, come on, that's not being effective, right? So at the same time, I want that time to be clear. That way I can give my child the undivided attention they need and to be able to assist, properly. So I would say definitely set those,
Well, that's a good
get
one.
that clarification with your job. That way, set it up. They know that, hey, this is what I need. I'm going to try to work this out. And it's all so new, you guys. All this is so new for all of us. So, of course, there's going to be changes that are going to happen along the way. But communication is key. And let them know what you need and what works for you, because every household is different at this time. Let them know what you need and what works for your family.
I like that. I like that. Talk to your supervisor, communicate. And I want to, and I know we've said this before, but I want to bring it up again because I know that your place of employment is very flexible with that. And you work for whom?
Fresno County Department of Behavioral Health.
Now, I want to commend Fresno County because they are working with Shawuana and being
Yeah.
her particular division being flexible.
Yes.
And she's a mental health specialist, and they are being very flexible with them and how they need to navigate through this time.
Absolutely.
So I want to commend them.
Yeah.
There are many, not many, I'm sure there are some employers out there that aren't being flexible. I used to
Unfortunately.
work for a company that is not flexible
Unfortunately, yeah.
whatsoever. Literally, used to. As of 2 weeks ago, I'm not. They know the specifics. They know the challenges, but
Right.
they were not willing to work with me. So hearing companies that are willing to work,
Yeah.
I commend that. And that
Absolutely.
actually that's beautiful. You're right. Communicate. Let
Especially
them
at a
know.
time like this.
That is
with
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And we have LaNetta.
Yes,
Hi, Lovey. Okay.
You're upset with me.
So I
I
know.
get it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I have to do that. So,
Yes.
but I do want you to speak from the other, because you have a difficult task of actually being all parts of this. You're not only two sides of the coin, but you are the coin.
Yes.
I am
So
the-
tell me, how
Yes.
does that feel as a parent of students? How does that feel as an entrepreneur, as a CEO, a woman? You own your own
Right.
business,
Come on.
and now you're trying to navigate through this, and now you're dealing with parents that are coming in, and you're dealing with their children. What would you suggest?
Well, first, I will tell the parents and the children that you're not failing. Again, this is new to everyone.
Right.
Like, take your foot off your own neck, because sometimes
I
we can't be
love
that
it.
flexible,
Come on.
and just we have to work through it together. Also, even with my own children, just being on top of their work again, making sure they're doing everything they're supposed to. Technology is set up where the grades come straight to the parents. Even like I communicate with the teachers of my daycare children, what's due, what needs to be done. The parents also letting me know, like, this is what I received from the teacher, what's new, what needs to be done. But you see that communication, the
Yeah.
back and forth, the exchange, like you have to pull, give, and that's
Right.
how we're gonna beat this and work this out together.
That
right.
is
That's right.
absolutely, that's beautiful, actually. That both of you gave nuggets that I hope those of you out there listening really adhere to.
Yeah.
It was golden nuggets, actually. That was beautiful, because that really is the only way we're going to get through this. We have
Yeah.
to meet in the middle. We have to
Absolutely.
come
Come on.
together. We have to move forward anyway.
Yeah.
First of all, God's in charge.
Yes.
So he's got the world in the palm of his hands, which means if the
Absolutely.
world is in the palm of his hands, then we are in the world.
Yes, we are.
Not of the world, but
Right.
we're in the world. So
Yeah.
we're right there in the palm of his hands. So we
Absolutely.
need not fret. And that, I loved what LaNetta said about take our own foot off our own necks.
Yeah.
Because they are not that flexible. I can do that. I can put my foot on my
Yeah.
neck.
She's been stretching.
I've been stretching. But no, really, can't do it. So the deal is,
Love it.
you're right. And part of
Yes.
that, I realized even too, initially going in, I realized, prior to me connecting with the principal, I realized because I'm rigid, you better sit and not move your,
Yeah.
I had to realize that that's just not reality.
Yeah.
And because I'm wanting him to be how he needs to be, because I don't want the teacher to say anything to
Right.
him. But you know what? No. So first, I communicated with myself, honestly. I communicated with God. And I'm like, I'm not going to do this to him. He's going to do his
Right.
best, but I'm not going to stress him out. And we're going to do what we can.
Yes.
What we don't do, guess what? It's not the end.
Yes. It's not-
Absolutely.
and
It's
I-
okay.
And to go with that, I mean, I have to be like you a little bit, and I am. What happened was, I found myself with my daughter, she'll be 6 this month. And so I used to tell her, I was like, stop that yawning. I want her to be perfect in front of this Zoom
Yeah.
screen, right? And I'm
Yeah.
just like, this baby's tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's waking up, she's
Absolutely.
trying to get used to the schedule and just sitting here. And I'm like, well, don't do that. I'm
Yeah.
like, take it easy
Right.
on the child. You
Yeah.
know, show them some grace in this moment, because this is tough for
Absolutely.
them, right? So like you said, I don't want to be like, you just sit there.
Yeah.
And have y'all seen those memes and people sitting on the side of the kid, be off to the
Yes.
side every time, and some parents, I don't know, some of y'all parents do got them belts ready though. I know that. Trying to be that parent. But we find ourselves really trying to be hard on them. I think we just be a little bit easy on the kids
Yeah.
during this time.
Right.
Show them some grace, you know.
Because even as an authoritative parent,
Uh-huh.
that means that you have the balance of you're stern, but you're also loving. So
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
you're gonna sit here, you're gonna pay attention. We need to focus, but I'm also gonna love you and be patient with you. Like, okay,
Right.
your computer turns off. Now let's get it booted back up instead of,
Yeah.
oh, you
There
turned
you
your
go.
computer off.
There
That's
you
you
go.
doing it. You turning stuff
Yes.
off. You
There
know, so
you
you
go.
want to make sure that you have that balance. And if you was in that situation, you will want that patience and that love and that forgiveness also. Come on, God.
Absolutely.
Perfect,
No,
Netta.
that is
That's right.
absolutely,
That's
that's
right.
the absolute truth. And I think just really, truly, I'm going to speak to this because of what they just said. And I think really school districts out there that are hearing, any school district that's hearing this, that be flexible.
Yes.
Understand that
Yes.
what the kids are going through. The principal that I spoke with, she was so very helpful and listened and gave me the time, and I just thank her for that. I really do. And but she, stressed how the teachers were coming into her office after classes crying.
Wow.
That the teachers are truly stressed. That the teachers are upset because they're feeling they're not being effective. The teachers are upset, but I then, because it's who I am, I'm thunder after all.
She is.
Yes.
I said, I understand that, and I'm sorry they're going through that. But if they're stressed, what, you think a 7-year-old ain't stressed?
That's true.
Right.
That's
So I just have to point that back out
Yeah.
because we are doing what these beautiful ladies are suggesting. Truly, I now am doing that. Initially, I was very rigid, but now I've relaxed. And
Yeah.
and I've realized that this boy, he's gonna act how he's gonna act, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not if he,
Right.
because that's
Yeah.
stressing him out too.
It is, yeah.
However, I think the teachers need to understand that, and so I just really anybody hearing that have people that they have influence with, that they can say that to. I think it's only fair when you have such little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I know both the little ones, sometimes when the Zoom goes off, literally they'll get upset. It froze, it went off. Like their anxiety just rises.
Anxiety.
So, you saying that, LaNetta, it's funny
Yes.
because now I tell them, before we even go on, I have confessions with the kids. We start out, we started with the help. I'm smart, I'm important, but then, we talk about I am strong and courageous, just
Yes.
like,
That's
we
good.
speak our confessions. I am victorious. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But then I
Yes.
say to them, your Zoom will have a glitch and your Zoom may turn off. But if it does, you will not get upset. And
That's
you will
right.
just log back in.
Add that in there. Yep.
Log
That's
back
it.
in. So that has now become part of our confession.
That's good.
We will not get upset if the Zoom
Yes.
No.
logs off.
Yes.
So, but no, I thank you both for that. And and one of the things I want to say, as I say, I thank you both, is having support.
Ooh, that's a good one.
When I
Absolutely.
tell you I have
That's a good
support,
one.
you don't even
Absolutely.
understand.
Yes.
You don't even understand when I say I've got
Hey,
support.
Yes.
It is
Love
the
it.
most, that right there is everything.
Yeah.
I truly do have a support system. And so I would encourage, and those of you, especially if you are that strong friend, which these both are my strong friends.
Yes.
But if you are that strong friend, sometimes it's hard to understand that, normally birds of a feather flock together. So if you're strong,
Right.
you most likely got some strong ones around you.
Absolutely.
But a lot of times we do it on our own,
Mhm.
even when we have support.
Right.
So I like to always remind everyone and encourage everyone to, look around you. I don't have to look far, but look
Yeah.
around you. Who is your support? And talk
good.
about it. Communicate, like Shawuana said. Let them know what your needs are. And sometimes you may just need, hey, can you watch this kid for like 30 minutes? Or,
Come on, speak to
both
that.
of these women
Yeah.
have asked me have been there for me always. But literally, if I can add, the other day I needed some stencils. Now, LaNetta, working, She's going to school.
Yes.
She's about to graduate next May.
Come on, come on.
She is, FPU going to school. She has her business. She has her husband. She has her kids. She has her early education students there. And when I said I needed stencils, particular ones, she said, I don't have them. But do you know what she said? She said, but I'll go pick them up for you.
Come on. Come on.
Now, let me
Now,
tell
you don't find that too often. There you go.
Now, I know I'm talking about some
Support.
stencils, but my point is that's really how they are
Yeah.
in every area. So
Yeah.
find your support system. We're going to come back after the commercial, and these ladies have more to share. See you in a minute.
See ya.
Ghost Golf is Fresno's most spectacular family entertainment center. It's frightening how much fun you'll have on our 18-hole indoor haunted graveyard course. Skeletons welcome you, but watch out. All sorts of creatures may come to life. Ghost Golf is perfect for scary good parties, so book yours today. You'll get free plays at the Mummy Shooting Gallery, arcades, and air hockey. Check out our party and weekday specials online and like us on Facebook. Come play at family-friendly Ghost Golf. Good times will haunt you.
For all your real estate needs, call Julia Tadich with Clovis First, 559-323-2213, or visit clovisfirst.com. That's CLOVIS, the numeral 1, ST.com. Whether you're looking to buy a home or sell a home, get a loan, or whatever the case may be, call Julia Tadich.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
At LaLea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let LaLea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit LaLeaTravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
A dynamic litigator, in-tune listener, and forward thinker with almost a decade of experience, Nasser Nekumanish is a skilled attorney servicing clients throughout the Central Valley. When you need a lawyer, call 559-441-0114 and ask for Nasser Nekumanish.
Linda Lee Kane is an author of fantasies, thrillers, contemporary fiction, and children's books. Order a book by Linda Lee Kane on Amazon or on lindaleekane.com. Get twice the results in half the time. Call 559-349-7934 to schedule your appointment with Clovis Fit Body Boot Camp today. And follow Fit Body Boot Camp Clovis on Instagram.
Everybody, it's Yasmina of Just Say Yeah, and I'm here with Shawuana and LaNetta. We're talking about, what it means to love me, love life, live healthy in every area of our lives. We have to remember we are three-part beings. We are first spirits, we possess a soul, which is our mind, and we live in this body. So what does that mean? That means everything around us, everything we do, everyone we have around us, it affects us. And we have to be in front of it. We have to be cognizant of how we are feeling, what we are thinking, what we are saying, what we are doing is very important. We have to be, who we have around us is everything. I am really fortunate because I have beautiful, smart, successful women that surround me. And it's amazing because these women are, it's where they are now and they're still going up. So look, let me tell you, a nice place to be. So support system is where we left off before. So I bring that up to say it's very important. Again, I want to stress, look around you and see who your support system is. If you, by chance, don't have a support system, honestly, reach out. We can help you to locate those around you, locate people in your neighborhood, locate groups that can help you navigate through those times. We all need somebody. God did not create us to be an island unto ourselves. He created us to be interdependent.
Yes.
So reach out, LaNetta, Shawuana,
Come on.
Yasmina.
Yes.
We're all on Facebook. Reach out. We're here for you. So I want to talk to these ladies that about during this time and all these things. Okay, how you really feel. So what if, not what if, because this is a real thing. You're finding yourself overwhelmed and you need to take a break, but then you, but it's just too much. You need some time to yourself. What are some suggestions that you would make to parents out there to refresh, regroup, get resuscitated, so that way they can navigate? Because I'm going to say, honestly, doing the same thing every day all the time with no breaks or no vacations, no days off, that it's monotony. So what are your suggestions, Shawuana?
Oh, I'm glad we're talking about this because I've been thinking about this all week for so many people. When I tell you, you have to be so intentional in your self-care. And I know a lot of people feel, and some people feel guilty. I notice some parents feel guilty about, maybe you're a married couple, about going on a date night. No, do it. A single, take some time away from your kids. Like you said, if you have a support, maybe a grandma, auntie, whoever, hey, can you watch them for an hour or two? I would just take a nice hot shower. I want to take a walk. I want to go shopping for a little bit. Let me walk around Walmart uninterrupted without my kiddos pulling on me.
Walmart.
Some people love Walmart. Or go to Target, Target, LaNetta. Okay, go to Target.
Wow.
Wherever you want to go. But I'm telling you how important
Walmart's
that is.
fine. I'm just saying.
How important it is that you be very intentional and take that time for yourself. You know me. I know we'll go to the beach house in a minute. I just came back from Ohio. I mean, when I tell you, be very intentional to take those breaks because it's very necessary for your own sanity. Your mental health is important, and that plays a part in it. And just to feel good and to be able to balance all this out with this whole COVID-19.
That's really good. LaNetta, I want to ask you, I'm going to kind of have you piggyback off of what she said, because this question's really off of what she said, but I wanted you to add to it. In other words, let me ask you this. So, it's okay that I go away for 2 days, 3 days, at least once a month, and should I feel bad that, I'm going to be honest, I don't even try calling them kids when I'm gone. I don't at all. Should I feel bad about that?
Absolutely not. It's like Shawuana was saying, it's really important for us to take care of ourselves, have that alone and quiet time, regroup, refresh. Also, when you're out there and you don't have your family, your husband, your children not with you, I have a trick. What I do is I buy like little shirts where I was at, little trinkets, keychains to make them feel like, look, I was thinking about y'all, but mommy needed to regroup. But here you go. I brought you something. So it kind of helps out a little more. I'm able to leave more.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
You know what? I like that. I think, matter of fact, we were in a gift shop and we were out of town the last time. And my child is LaNetta's godchild. And so LaNetta spent, I don't know, $300, $400 worth of stuff on people that weren't even there, like her family. I was like, whoa, I'm proud of her.
Right.
And so
the beauty of having a job.
And she even, her godchild, which is my daughter, she got her, we got these little copper bands, and she's like, here, get this for her. Give it to my, give this to my baby. Yes. And I'm thinking, this is sad. She's buying something for my child, which is her child, but I didn't buy her nothing, but I wasn't even thinking about her. I love her. I'm just saying, but I need to do better.
Don't put my baby in therapy.
I need to do better. I think about her when I just know she's safe. I'm just saying.
Right.
I've just been so judged, everybody. I've been so judged on this show today. I've been
Man.
judged on this show today, but it's okay because
It's
they
called
have
healing.
healing. I do want to say this though. We're
Man.
coming upon Teacher Appreciation Day. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Yes.
Teacher Appreciation Day is coming up. So I want to, because we won't be back. By the time we come back again, which will be the third
Right.
Saturday, that day will have passed because I believe
Yes.
it's the 12th. So Teacher Appreciation Day, when it comes up, I want everybody to appreciate yourself. Because let me tell you, I am.
I should have known that was coming.
This teacher right here.
It's like Saturday Night Live.
Right.
This teacher right here is appreciating herself on that day. So I just wanted to point that out.
I
But,
love it.
you know, I just, self-care. One of the things I wanted to say with regards to what they both said, don't feel guilty.
Right.
Take time for yourself. You know, I think
Yeah.
about Jesus and, first of all, you know, our perfect example.
Yes.
And when
yes.
he was here, he had the crowd, then he had his inner crowd. But then when he wanted to go and do certain things, special things, needed to pray, he had the smaller group. He only called 3, okay? He called those, they go away.
Yeah.
But there were times he had to go away by himself.
Yes, that's right.
By himself.
That's right.
Because remember, God is with us wherever we go.
Yes,
He'll
he
never
is.
leave us. He'll never forsake us.
Come on.
So even when you're alone or by yourself, I should say, you're not alone.
That's right.
You're both right. We need those times to reflect, to heal, to hear from God. When you have
Thank you.
women, men, those of you out there that are just going. That's what we do, life, especially when we're building and we want to get from
Right.
here to there, from here to there. We're intentionally doing the things we have to do. If we don't take those times, we can't get refilled. We have to get refilled,
That's right.
refueled. Your car can't keep going if you don't fill up that tank.
It
You
won't.
you gotta stop
It
at AM,
won't.
PM, Arco, Shell, Chevron, wherever you need to
that
go over there.
refuel.
You
Fill it
need
up.
to stop and you need to fuel up.
That's right.
So get that time. You need to fuel up. So we're coming to the end of the show. So I'm gonna whatever you guys want to talk about. I think as of right now, I'm gonna. This is the boom 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 the gavel.
boom.
I rest my case. How do I really feel? That's how we'll end. We'll do some last. We'll close out with each of us sharing how we really feel. How do I really feel? Yasmina, aka Thunder. I am grateful. I am so thankful that through this whole time, God has been blessing me.
Come on.
Through this time, there has been so many transitions.
Yeah.
So many things have happened in my life, both good and bad, but such a blessing. I can't even say bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Things have happened in my life that have been good, and then just changes have happened.
Yes.
It is the most amazing thing how we can be in a pandemic such as this. Race wars, elections are coming up. Make sure you vote.
Go vote. That's
Yes.
right.
All of that coming up, and God is just blessing. I can't even say. I'm so thankful, so thankful. Transitions happening. So yes, this school thing is a challenge for me. The school thing is a challenge for the students in my home, but honestly, it's okay. I'm fine. I was thinking about Noah's Ark, and I'm like, man, if I was on an ark, I'd be on an ark, water all around me with some stinky animals, no cable. You really can't go outside.
Nah, you
Like no toilets. Like I think I'm okay. I'm at home. We have cable, central air and heat. Well, we don't need heat. It's too much food. I'm fine. So how am I really feeling? I'm grateful. Shawuana.
Yes, I love that. That's a key word, grateful. I am exactly the same. There's a lot of things that are unpredictable, but one thing, God is the same, and He will never leave us nor forsake us. And He has been here the whole time with me and my family, and in the midst of this pandemic, and He's keeping me. I thank God for my church family. Shout out to the Light Church. Just being able to have that word and have a firm foundation in the Word of God. I'm telling you, that's what's keeping me and my family. And just being able to stay grounded, honestly, and know God is with me. And I just keep it focused on Him, honestly. That's what's been able to get me through. So I'm so grateful, like you said.
Isn't that a small whittle?
I don't want to come off or sound disrespectful because I know we've lost a lot of lives during this pandemic.
Yes,
so with
You're
that
right.
in mind,
You're
I
right.
want people to remember that this is a resting period.
Yeah.
It's to rest your mind, your body. We're not as busy as we used to be. It's for a reason, because when the world opens back up and things become hectic, we're going to wish that we had this time again. Also, just making sure that we let these teachers know that you are appreciated. We are thankful for you. We're doing the best we can do. You're doing the best that you can do. What I notice when it comes to humans, that when we are appreciated, we do more. We go over and beyond.
That's
So
true.
for Teachers Appreciation Day, grab that $5 Starbucks card.
All right.
Get the address,
I'ma do it.
mail it to the teacher, and watch how your child is going to be the shining star, because I got a card from little Johnny, so I know the mom understands what I have to go through.
Yes.
And I understand, and she knows that it's important that patience is there again.
That's right.
So just to everyone out there, just take this time to just really rest, relax your mind, take advantage of this by laying down.
All
That's
right.
good, Netta.
That
That's good.
was
Yes.
nice. I wish I could drop this mic.
Bam.
Don't you drop that?
I'm gonna drop the mic. Okay.
Mike, like, no.
Fine, I won't
Don't do
drop
it.
the mic. Michael, you're right. Michael's like, you dropped my
Drop
mic.
that mark.
You pay. You
But
buy.
that was absolutely right. We, one of the things we do is we pray for the prayer requests on social media. We actually pray for people say,
Absolutely.
pray for me. We really do. So
Yes.
I'm glad LaNetta actually brought that up, because that's very key, very important. And we all need to be mindful of that this is a time of rest. And I'm here to say, on Teacher Appreciation Day,
Confession time.
I'm sending out appreciation gifts to the teachers
Come on.
in my corner.
Look at God. She has got saved. Look at God.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Well, babe, I'll make sure she does it.
I'm gonna do it. Because I choose to
Aw.
submit my will and what I want to do. Because
Yes.
you are right. People do want to be appreciated.
They do.
And we want to let you know that we appreciate you for taking the
Absolutely.
time for watching us,
Yes.
for listening, for sharing. Share this with your friends. We'll see you on the third Saturday.
Yes.
Again, Shawuana, LaNetta, and I'm Yasmina. And of Just Say Yeah. And we're here just talking to you about what it means to love me, love life, live healthy. And we'll
it.
see you in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.